Hey guys, it's me, Sujoy over here, and I'm making this video from a park in Saigon. So today I'm going to be talking about Chinese tourists in Vietnam and what I really think about these Chinese tourists who are coming to Vietnam and also to Southeast Asia. So, you know, I got nothing against any specific nationality, and I'm always very happy to see more tourists coming to Vietnam. I believe there are a lot of Indian tourists who had visited Vietnam this year. Uh, but I think post-pandemic, you had a lot of Chinese tourists who were visiting Vietnam. So I'm absolutely game for all different nationality expats coming and visiting Vietnam. But I'm not very favorable about many Chinese tourists who are actually visiting Vietnam and Southeast Asia in general. And let me explain you the reason why. But let me just take a sip of my Highland coffee. It's very hot today. Fucking hot. Sweating my ass over here. It's just it's not even 9 a.m. It's like freaking soaking hot. So let me just talk about my views about the Chinese tourists who are actually coming to who are actually visiting Vietnam. Firstly, I personally find them to be very loud, and not necessarily they're all coming from major cities. They can be coming from small time cities or villages, because it's very easy for Chinese tourists to come to Southeast Asia. And post pandemic right now, the doors are open for China. And of course, they love to come over here. They love to eat a lot of food, buffet, buffet, um, you know, and also do a lot of shopping and all that. But the thing which I really don't like about these Chinese tourists is that they're extremely fucking loud, and they get their racist mindsets here in Southeast Asia, especially in Vietnam. I mean, like, for example, if I'm walking down the roads here in Vietnam or in Ho Chi Minh, and some Chinese tourists, they see me, they just keep on laughing, and they talk so fucking loudly. The same thing which I saw yesterday at the coffee shop. I was at coffee shop here in Ho Chi Minh, and like these bunch of these Chinese girls, they were like so freaking loud, and talking in Chinese. And at one point, I could make out they're like poking fun of me, like they're all saying like Hindu and Bollywood and all that, and they're laughing around. Yeah, they do get a bit of their racist mindsets. I wouldn't say all Chinese tourists are educated. Most of them, they are definitely very uneducated. They come from these small time villages and all those. And it really fucking pisses me off, because I know how it is racism out there in China. I mean, like, I've seen a lot of black expats, talking about how Chinese people stare at them, and how Indians are even discriminated in China. So don't get your fucking racist attitudes out here to Vietnam, and show your Chinese pride and all that, because anytime now there could be a war escalating between China and Taiwan. And you know just when you're coming to an international country, come with the international mindset. Don't just fucking come around here, be extremely loud, show your Chinese pride, and then bring on that racism bullshit out here. One more example would be like, last night, I was hanging around with a Vietnamese girl I met on Tinder, and we were just walking around the park at Landmark 81, and these bunch of these Chinese guys, they just point blank were looking at me, staring at me, and they were like talking loudly in Chinese and laughing at me. So, don't get your racist fucking mindset. If you can't respect different nationalities, who are visiting out here in Vietnam, then get the fuck out of here. Seriously, I mean, come with the international mindset. Don't be a racist snob. Oh shit, it's gonna rain right now. So that's all I got to say. With that being said, you guys have a great day. Peace out.